Should we go for a ciggar? Little cigar? Go on then, let's go for a cigar.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Smokin Fegs and Havin Gegs with me, Queen Billie.
And me, Ray the Queen. I know you can't see us right now, but Billy's just walked into my house in a pair of baggy shorts with no underwear on, and the sound of his balls clapping against his legs is making me want to be sick. It's absolutely vile.
This is a hate crime.
It's actually disgusting. See when you stood up there and you jumped up and down, I could feel my dinner come back up.
It's not that bad.
It is.
It's like a turkey at Christmas.
It's like someone's flapping a ham.
Oh, I love a bit of ham.
I don't. Not after that.
Oh, you'll never eat ham again. Every time you eat ham now for the rest of your life, you'll just think of my balls. As if you weren't thinking about them all day, every day anyway.
I know.
How are you, love?
I'm grand. A wee bit tired after being away for a while, but
How was your time away?
very good. I think for like 95% of the time I was there, I was drinking. Like we would
Yeah.
get up at like 10 in the morning and start drinking again. Like it
That
was
is crazy.
we were in like a uni accommodation, like where my friend lives, and it's just partying non-stop. Which kind of made me think, like, if I ever went to uni, like, I couldn't deal with it.
No, I couldn't deal with drinking all the time. Like, I barely drink at the minute.
I mean,
My liver's lovely and pink.
mine's probably black.
Yours is yellow.
I know. Like, the fact that I stopped drinking at the beginning of the year to try and be, like, healthy, and went on to, like, drinking Red Bull instead. So I would go out and have, like, 5 or 6 tins of Red Bull in a night out. And my friend Tiffany was like, you should probably just start drinking again. It's probably healthier for you than, like, drinking too much Red Bull. Went straight on the vodka Red Bulls every night.
What was I going to say there?
Shall we have a wee fag?
Oh, aye,
We'll
let's
have a wee
fag. A wee ciggy.
Shall we have a ciggy?
A ciggy. Let's have a ciggy. Are you excited for this week in the competition? That's me now. I'm buzzing. So when we're recording this, it's the 12th of July. So tomorrow is week 4.
Sorry, I've just near burnt Billy.
Tomorrow is week 4 in the competition, and it is 80s. So I can say all this because it's recorded after.
Yeah.
This will be like I'm like sound like a producer here. I'm
Can
saying
I
produce.
Can you imagine us sitting here being like, we're going to do so well, we're going to win this week, and then we both get sent
This week is 80s week. So actually we'll talk in terms of last week was 80s week, but from our perspective it's actually tomorrow. So 80s week, what else is there? 80s number, 80s runway, and group numbers. I'm so excited.
I mean, I'm like a wee bit stressy, just because like the last like competition I got sent home on a group challenge like this.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've put a lot more work into it this time around, and I'm really hoping it pays off.
Well, the difference with this one too is there's less in your group,
Yeah.
so there's more chance for you to shine.
Yeah.
Whereas 4 people on the Maverick stage doing a group number, it's hard to like stand out from the crowd.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a bit of a bigger stage,
And there's only 3 of us.
and there's 3 of yous, and I have even more of a chance because it's only me and Holly.
Yeah.
But that means like I have to work. I think 3's a nice number. 2's like, well, I have to be better, but not really. Do you know what I mean by that?
Your stomach must know we're about to start talking about food, because I can hear it rumbling.
But I think 2 people, like you only have like the other one to compare yourself to.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of like, I have to be as good as them, or it is going to be me in the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That way, it's not me being like, I have to beat them. It's like, you have to do as good as
Yeah.
them or better, because if you don't, you're the one that's going to be in the bottom.
And if it like comes down to it and you and Holly end up being in the bottom, like that whole like friendship that you had is completely out the window. Well, not necessarily out the
Not
window.
necessarily, but I get what you mean. Like
you're,
dependent on who it is, it could be, but
Yeah.
I don't think with Holly it would be.
like it's gonna be like I know we just worked together for the last week and a half, but you're getting sent home.
Yeah, like, well, that's the way it is. Like, it's a competition.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait. I'm just so excited to wear my fur coat. My fur coat. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Really.
And the wig. And the glasses.
I
And the
like
earrings.
I like the glasses. I might steal a wee pair of earrings off you actually.
Wee cassettes.
Because I don't have earrings. I'll ask you later. It's all right. You can edit that wee bit out.
Look at that big spider coming down behind you.
You may fuck off. It's moving. Billy, stop. Go and get a cup and get it.
That'd be nice to eat. Talking about food.
I will walk out of this room right now.
Spiders. No, I'm not getting. There's no cups. I'm not getting a cup.
Take it away.
It's fine. It's not going to do anything. It's not one of them scary ones. It's like a daddy long legs. It's not got wings, so I call it a mummy long legs.
Gay rights.
So today we're going to be talking about food.
Ooh.
I love food.
I have like
Food.
a love-hate relationship with food. Like I love it, but at the same time I'm like, ugh.
Lately I've been very with food, but like most of the time. Woohoo!
Edit her out. I'm gonna go again.
I fully won't edit that out. I love food like most of the time, but lately I've had like a weird like I'll maybe eat 2 meals a day, and they're not big meals. But I think
Yeah.
I get like that in the summer.
See, like I only eat once a day
You're strange.
because
Except when we're in drag. McDonald's during getting ready.
Yeah.
Spaghetti arms.
But, like-
Domino's when we're home.
I know, but like it's like instilled in me from when I was in school. I would be like terrified to go into the canteen in school,
Yeah, I get that.
so I would literally just go to the library every day and sit and not eat anything.
Yeah. I used to love in school because for some reason the dinner lady, Stella, I used to call her Stella Artois.
She hated me because I tried to get a spoon for my yogurt once, and she was like, "You stealing?" And I was like, "No, I want a spoon."
Every time I was in the queue from first year, she would wave me out of the queue and let me come in ahead of everybody.
Stop it.
I swear to God. She used to do that to me all the time. And then in sixth form, you got to go in and get your food
And then like,
and go to the till and bunk the queue.
yeah,
That's the way it worked. Like, you were like sixth year, so you were superior, so you could skip the queue in the line to the food and skip the queue at the till. It was strange.
yeah.
Like, that isn't fair.
Although
Now looking back on it. But I loved it.
But I can remember when I started sixth form, like I only did a year of it, like, but when I started sixth form, they tried to like take all of like the benefits of being in sixth form away. Like we had to wear a blazer, for one. I remember they tried to tell us that we weren't allowed to get out 5 minutes early, because you know we always got 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
They tried to tell us that. I always remember being in like a sixth form class, like I was like just going in to get something, like they would all sit with their phones on the desk.
Yep.
They tried to tell that we weren't allowed to use our phones. Like I remember they tried to tell us if we're listening to music, bring in an iPod. Who the fuck has an iPod nowadays?
I was there. I must have been in upper sixth. I was in upper sixth when you were in lower sixth, and
Yeah.
they tried to bring that in that year. And it was like in the sixth form centre, you were like, it was there was a problem with phones. There was something going on with phones. There was videos or something going about.
Yes,
and
I remember that.
I remember the vice principal was like, no phones allowed. You have to bring in an iPod. I was like, who the fuck has an iPod nowadays?
Yeah.
And now they're discontinued.
Did they not even try to say that we weren't even allowed to have them at break and lunch?
Yeah.
I remember that.
But back to food. What is your favourite place for food?
My favourite place?
Mine's is Bootleggers.
Same.
Honestly, Bootleggers. It's not. I wouldn't say it's the cheapest place, but it's cheaper than most places.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
it's good, hearty food. Like,
It's good for like a cocktail. I love their cocktails.
oh, they do a what? Is it a watermelon?
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
And
They're
it
fucking-
comes in a fancy wee like deep glass, and it's just fucking lush. Do you remember that day? Was I Snapchatting you the day of the fire up at Babel?
Yeah.
The person I was dating at the time, sitting having a wee cocktail, ordered food. It took a while to take her drinks order, mind you,
They always do.
and the food order.
They always do.
This day felt exceptionally long, but we were starving, and we were sitting. So I ordered that wee cocktail. I think it's the watermelon one. It's watermelon and raspberry or something, or strawberry and watermelon or something. It's fucking delicious. But I was like, I'll get a wee cocktail, because he was driving, and I was like, whoop. So waiting on the food, we looked out the window and there's smoke billowing down the street, and we were like, what's going on out there? And there was people looking up. So I got up, walked out the exit, looked up, seen black smoke billowing out of the top, went back in, sat down, continued drinking my cocktail. And he was like, is there a fire? And I was like, yeah. So I finished my cocktail. And I was like, let's go. And he said to me, like, later that night, he was like, I'm just thinking about this now. Did you actually come back in to sit and drink your cocktail while there was a fire on the roof?
I mean, priorities.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your favourite thing, like, food to get in Bootleggers?
Oh, mozzarella sticks.
I haven't tried them.
See, like, I have a picture on my phone. If I wasn't recording, I would show you. And it is me biting into it and pulling it away. And it's like a big, long snotter. Like, it is so long.
Okay, no, I don't think I want to try
And
them.
string it. You could skip with it. It is beautiful. I love their, the El Dude burger. Oh, it is stunning. And
What's in it? What's in it?
I can't even remember, but you can get it with like 2 burger patties. I think there's like, is it the El Dude burger has like the I can't remember. It's fucking delicious though. And their poutine fries. It's like peppered sauce and cheese.
Yeah.
So good. What's your order?
I always get a
Taco.
yeah.
See how I knew that?
A wee taco. It's called the Buffalo Billie taco, and it's a wee like wrap, and there's lettuce, and then there's like a chicken goujon or something in it,
Oh, I'm so hungry now.
and it's like a garlic sauce, chives, and like wee cheese crispy things. It's like, do you know when you put mozzarella cheese in the pan and it like sizzles and goes crispy and hard? It's like, oh,
I'm so hungry now.
I know.
And we're only like 15 minutes in.
I
What's
know.
going to happen later? I'm going to
know.
be shrinking here. Like, if you're there, like, have you tried any of their other drinks?
Not really. Like, I always try to get like a different cocktail each time I'm there because I want to try them all.
Yeah. Me and Stella were there one time. Interstella, shout out to Interstella, Queen. We were there, and we got the zombie teapot, and it was like pickle juice.
What?
No, it wasn't that. No, the zombie teapot wasn't that. But there's like a shot, and it's like pickle juice. It was nice though, weirdly, and I don't like pickles, or I don't like pickled food, but it was yummy. And then we got the zombie teapot. It was amazing. There was another teapot we got. I also had a mocktail in it before, I think. Delicious, delicious, so good. Do you know where it is really good for drinks as well? It's round past. Do you know where the wee charity shop is down the Oxfam? It's down towards where like Maggie Mays is.
I think
Like just down the back of what? Do you know the?
Well, what's it called?
I can't remember. But it is so good for cocktails, and it is amazing. I had never had a Bloody Mary before, and I tried one in there, and it was fucking phenomenal.
It's a Bloody Mary, not like tomato juice.
It was lovely. And it's like spicy. There's like a wee kick to it. Loved it. What about? Have you ever been to Maggie Mays?
Not really. I think we went in once, and like, we went in, we looked at the menu, and the people I was with was like, no thank you, and then we left.
Oh really? See Maggie Mays for Hangover. Oh Jesus.
What sort of food do they do?
It's kind of like Cafola's.
I
But
love
better.
a Cafola's.
But it's better because there's so many more options. Like,
I mean,
do you know, like, if you get the biggest fry they do, you get chips with it. With a fry. You get, like, double everything on it. You get chips. You get beans. I don't like beans. I always pass them out to someone else.
yeah.
But, like, they do pancake stacks. They do absolutely everything. They do massive fucking milkshakes.
I can't stand milkshake.
Oh, I love a milkshake.
It turns me.
Oh, I love a milkshake.
I hate milkshake. I hate...
I don't like Yazoo or like the Spar ones though.
Yeah,
Like
but-
I like a proper like made one.
See, I don't like milk. Like,
There's a milkshake place, like a cookie and milkshake place on the Lisburn Road, and I wanted a Biscoff milkshake so bad. And he spent ages behind the counter making everybody's milkshakes, and I was like, "What's taking mine?" And then he decided to pluck up the courage and go to me, "We've no Biscoff left." It's like, why didn't you fucking tell me at the start?
I don't know.
You fannied about. But like, I can't remember what one. It was a Bueno one, and it was amazing.
See, I feel like that's what put me off them, because I can remember getting one from a place in I think it said like Castle Court. The guy I was with at the time like took, it's like cookie something.
Cookie box.
Cookie box, that's the one. He was like, he took me and he told me to get this because it was really nice. And literally, all of like the wafer and the biscuit had like sat at the top.
Oh, and it's like floaties.
Yeah, and it was like soggy and it just turned me, so I haven't had one since.
Soggy biscuit.
It's like we
Josie
used
my
to do.
soggy biscuit. You caught me off guard. What's your go-to drink anywhere? Like, in general, like if you're having food.
Vodka Red Bull.
Even if you're having a dinner.
Well, maybe not. Like, alcohol, oh, I love a wee beer with my dinner.
I like a wee beer with my dinner. But I love, like, see when you go somewhere and they have proper Coke. Do you know when you go places and they're like, we only do Pepsi? I'm like, why? I want Coke.
Do you prefer Coke over Pepsi?
Uh-huh.
See, I prefer Pepsi.
You're strange.
See, I like...
Pepsi tastes flat.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It's like sweeter than Coke.
I know why I don't like Pepsi. Because my granny only drinks Pepsi, and see when I used to stay at my granny's, what she used to do was buy maybe like 6, 7 or 8 like big bottles of Pepsi, right?
Yeah.
Keep them in the cupboard, and she would always just take a full bottle to bed and just have it in the room. So then I used to do that too. And like I can just like picture waking up in the middle of the night and taking a drink of it and it being like flat.
Yeah.
Because it was open, and it being like, I
No.
don't like that. Like Pepsi to me, Coke on its own, I can drink. I love it.
Yeah.
Normal Coke, full fat Coke. But see when you put vodka in the Coke, it makes it taste watery. Makes it like watered down. See Pepsi to me, that tastes like what Coke tastes like with vodka in it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I prefer Pepsi so much more than Coke. It's like sweeter. It's like not. It's like a. Do you like off-brand Coke that's like cola?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it tastes like that, and I prefer that so much more than just normal Coke.
You're strange. You're strange.
Oh, I love it.
But like, what's my favorite beer?
You're asking me?
Mm-hmm.
A wee Desperado.
Oh yes, lime and all. I would basically eat the. I'm like at that point where I would eat the limes,
I love a lime.
skin and all. And
Someone did that the other night. Who was it?
ew.
Oh, it was when we were in Newcastle. Tara we went and we got like a box of Corona and Desperado, and she got limes put in it, and she was like, "Do you want a lime?" to like one of her friends, and he literally just went and fucking ate the whole thing.
People are strange.
I know.
People are so strange. Now, I have a question for you.
Please don't spread your
I'm
legs.
scratching my thigh.
No, don't
I'll
spread your
clap.
legs because it will fall out, and I do not want to see it.
I will clap. I have a question for you.
Okay.
It's more like I want you to make a statement.
Alright.
When you go for food,
You're gonna
right?
You're,
No.
You're gonna
No,
call
no.
me out.
When you go for food, and I'm not talking about bootleggers, I'm talking about you go to Blue Chicago. What is your order?
I get in Blue Chicago. I get a chicken stack. So
Because it's chicken and potatoes.
literally, but I don't like mashed potato. I do like mashed potato, but like, I can't eat mashed potato when it has like sauce in it because it goes all mushy, and I hate that.
This bitch, the reason why I'm asking this and making this statement is she goes to most places and only eats chicken and potatoes.
There's a massive spider just ran down there.
Ew. Oh, I see it. Do you want me to kill it?
Please.
For your dad's book.
Oh, you missed.
Sorry for all the vegans. I hate this place. I'm not coming back. Chicken and potatoes, though.
Do you know what though? I am such a picky eater, and it's honestly been like the bane of my life for such a long time because I want to eat like different foods. Like I want to try so many new foods, but it's such a like an anxiety inducing thing for me. Like, say if we were sat right down right here and you were like, try this new food, I would literally sit here and I would have a panic attack about me eating this new food.
That's so strange.
I have literally no idea why I'm like this though. My mum, because obviously like when I date people, I have to like explain it.
Yeah.
Because it's actually kind of like embarrassing going on a first date and them having a steak and me sitting here with me chicken goujons and chips. Do you know what I mean? It's actually really, really embarrassing. But I always ask my mummy, like, why am I like this? Like, what made me like this? And she says that when I was like 2 or 3, I was eating something and I choked on it And after that, I refuse to eat anything except potato waffles. Like, that's...
Potato waffles creep me out.
I love them.
They creep me out.
See, potato waffles with, like, a fuck ton of salt.
See, I used to be... I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I used to be weird about, like, loads of processed food.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't eat frozen food. I didn't like... My mum was bringing stuff... Even if it was, like, raw meat and it was put in the freezer, it's because it's been in the freezer.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a strange thing.
I mean, I am getting a lot better with, like, my foods and stuff. Like, up until I was, like, 18, the only thing I would have eaten was chicken. But now I would eat, like...
And pepperoni pizza.
Literally not. I literally only started taking, like, things on my pizza when I was, like, 18 or 19.
That's strange, like. But it's just... Everybody's different.
Okay. Since we were talking about our favourite alcoholic beverage...
Beverage.
Beveragino.
Who says that?
I have no idea. Does somebody say Beveragino?
No, I know who it is. It's Smithy and Gavin and Stacey. All right, Gav, we're going for a Beveragino.
Right, since we were talking about that, what would be your favourite hangover food?
I was going to say an Indian, but it's not. I love a chippy when I'm hungover. Sausage supper or a fish supper, or do you know how I used to be? Fish supper. And I would have got two sausages to go with it. That is so fat.
What? This is like something that's like quite controversial to me, and it's something like it's not that annoyed me when I went to Callum's house for the first time, but I was kind of like, okay. How would say if you were at home with your sister Josh and your mummy, how would you order food? Like, who would get what? Because in my house, we would all get like a small chip to ourselves, or like we would get a meal. But when we went to Callum's, the way they did everyone, say you wanted sausages, they would order you 2 sausages, and then they'll get 2 chips and split it between everyone.
Oh no, like we always get suppers.
So would we.
Like I would get a sausage supper, and then my mum would get like a pasty supper.
Yeah, because they I think it was like 2 or 3 chips between like 5 or 6 people when I went up there, and I swear, you got like 10 chips each, and I was like, what's the point?
No, that would annoy me so bad.
Because the way I eat food, Callum is so different to me. Callum like takes a bite of one single thing at a time. I'll put a bit of everything on my fork at once.
Oh yeah, that's like me with a fry.
And I can't eat something by itself. I have to have something to eat with it.
Yeah.
So see when you run out of chips, you're like, the fuck am I meant to do now?
Do you know what I used to do, and I still do it sometimes, is say you go out for like a big like dinner, and I get a steak dinner, right? And there's onion rings, there's chips, there's peppered sauce, there's like veggies if there's veggies, and there's the steak. If there's loads more sides, I will eat as much of the sides as I can, so then I don't get full and waste the steak. And I force myself, then I have to eat the steak. I used to do this, whereas if I had eaten most of like the main part of the meal, I would have wasted loads of the side.
Yeah.
So I would have like eaten all the sides, because then I would feel bad about leaving the main part of the meal.
You not do like a wee bit of the side, a wee bit of the steak, a wee bit of the side, a wee bit of the steak.
I do now.
Yeah.
I like when I have, like, say I have a fry, and there's pancakes, soda bread, potato bread, mushrooms, bacon, sausages, egg. I have literally a bit of all of that on my fork, eating it like that. I love that. And tomato sauce.
This is something else. What way do you hold a fork? I know it's hard to like explain it over like recording, but see the way I see some people holding a fork, it fucking turns me. But like, say if you're just eating like one thing, because like pretend this is right, I'm holding a lighter. Pretend this is a fork. Like if I was like eating something, I would like go like this.
Like skip it.
Yeah, well not skip it, but I have seen people, grown ass men, holding it like this and going like that. And it turns the life out of it.
I don't know.
Turns the life out of me.
I can't even think about it because I don't have it. Back to hangover food. Hangover food. So chippy. We've established the chippy. Chili Doritos, right?
Yeah.
Spar's own brand. Sour cream and chive dip. Oh, I have it at home. I was going to eat it tonight, but I didn't because it was too, like, yucky.
Do you know what's, like, banging? Actually, I'll leave this till later because this is kind of like a weird food combo because we're going to talk about that a bit later.
Okay. But no, sour cream and chive, chili Doritos, large share bag. Who shared what? It's
No
all
way.
in me. And I'm literally like finger rimming the fucking tub to lick the last of the garlic or the sweet chive. Sweet. Sweet chive. Sour cream and chive. Like, I used to always eat Doritos just plain. I could never eat them with anything, and now I can't eat them without the dip.
I can't eat them without like a salsa. Like I don't really like. I do like salsa, but like, I definitely prefer like a sour cream and chive or like a garlic kind of dip.
See, now I'm here and I didn't eat them earlier. I'm like, I wish I had them now.
I know, but think about it. You're gonna go home and you're gonna have a wee munch.
Oh, I'm not. I'm going to bed. Have a wine. I'm joking.
I have to go and fucking pack my bag for tomorrow.
I know I have to do that too. No, but see, with salsa, do you know the way you get salsa and it has like the bits in it?
Yeah.
Like chunky bits? I don't like them on it. Like I just dip it in and get it like wet. I dip it in, get it wet, pull it out, eat it.
I would be the same. Although it's such like an extra step, but I used to know someone who didn't like that, and they would just like a full jar of like Dorito salsa, they would just like fuck it into a blender and blend it.
Oh, so then it was all
smooth.
Fair enough. What's your favourite hangover food?
Do you know what? Anything that's like really greasy.
Yeah.
So like chippy, McDonald's, a kebab.
Oh, McDonald's when you're hungover. No, I forgot. KFC on like when you're hungover.
Literally.
Boneless banquet. I could see the amount of times I left your house when you were living up there, and I left your house with a hangover, and I would park myself in Newtonard's KFC car park, sitting by myself, fully munching on a boneless banquet.
Stop.
Every time. I could not drive past it without being like, I'm hungover, I need it.
But it's so good when you're hungover. I literally remember one time I had a party in here. I think it was like my 16th. And we were drinking. We shouldn't have been drinking, but like we were drinking. And
you were allowed to drink with your mum's permission at 16?
I mean, my mum was not allowed in the house. That's the reason we did it. And like the next day, my sister was like, oh, I would love a McDonald's. But I think there was 6 of us. So one too many for a car. And Tara fucking jumped in the boot the entire way up to ours to get a McDonald's.
Oh my god. When you're sick, do you have any foods like you go to?
Yes,
because some people don't. Some people don't like can't eat, but like I would always crave a Lucozade.
Yeah, see, a hungover. When I'm hungover, I always crave like a Lucozade.
A Lucozade, but I can only drink. See, when I'm hungover or like sick, and not sick, more hungover. But see, when I get a Lucozade, I only enjoy the first drink of it. See, after that, I don't like the rest of it.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's that like opening part.
Do you mean Lucozade Sport or like the original one?
No, original Lucozade.
See, I love a Lucozade Sport.
No, I do love a Lucozade Sport. But like original Lucozade when you're sick, like when you've been vomiting your lungs up.
Yeah.
Vomiting your lungs up. Vomiting your guts up.
Yeah.
Lucozade, like just ordinary Lucozade. And you know, like some schools like keep that for diabetics.
Yeah.
Not all of them, like, but I think if like a certain pupil is diabetic, like they'll keep that, like they'll and their parents can send it in, they'll keep it in like a certain area, so if they need it. That's so cool.
But when I'm sick, see, when I was younger, before I could like stay at home by myself after school, I would always go to my nanny's house, and if I was ever sick on a school day, she would take me to her house, and she would go into the shop and she would buy a wee bag of cheese and onion. Do you know they're called Frisps?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
And they're in a green bag. And I don't know why, but they always just made me feel so much better. So anytime I'm like feeling shitty, or if I'm like, I don't feel well, I'll be like, Mummy, can you get me a wee bag of Frisps? And they always
bag of Frisps.
That was the worst word for someone to say with a lisp. I swear.
That whole sentence was hard for you to say there. Can we get a replay on that? What do you think about people eating in drag?
I mean, I don't really have an issue. I'm not a big fan of eating in drag, though, are you? Unless I've done
the show.
Yeah.
But see, like, before, and you're wearing a corset, and do you remember the Christmas dinner for Anya's?
Yeah, you made me go and fucking drag, and I didn't want to.
Well, anyway, that whole Christmas dinner, I eat big meals.
Yeah.
But see, that Christmas dinner sitting in a corset, I think I ate not even a quarter of that dinner.
Yeah.
And I had a starter too, and I couldn't even, like, I was like, someone please share this.
I didn't even have a starter.
It was unbelievable.
But it was very nice, though.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sketty Arms. Give me another Christmas dinner.
Sponsor us. Can you imagine?
Shove your Christmas dinner up my arse, please. But no, I don't have an issue with people eating in drag, but like, it's like when people, before the show,
yeah,
like I've seen things people post sometimes, like, look at them eating before the show, like, there is a bit of a weird, like, people eating in drag, but I think it's the makeup.
Have you ever seen that video of kimchi where she like teaches you how to eat in drag, where she has these like fucking huge talons on her nails, and she's like, it's like a wee like chicken nugget or something. She's like,
With a nail?
yeah.
I could totally picture someone being like, how to eat in drag, and they get them big mouth guards the dentist or orthodontist use, open the mouth, so then it's like not going to touch anything.
Yeah.
Imagine the slappers.
She was like, kimchi was like, this is how you like position your mouth. And she was all like,
I'm guessing it was a piss take.
I don't know.
I actually seen it was Trinity K. Bonet. She was on a live and she was just about to do a show and she was fully eating like a full meal, like out of this big dish. And I was like, you're about to go do a show? Like,
I mean, I suppose it's okay if like you don't have lips on.
Trinity was in full motherfucking drag,
I can't.
standing backstage, and you could hear everything going on. I was like, Jesus, fair play, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't think I could either.
Like, you see, yesterday eating that Subway, and I had half my face on, and it was like going over my foundation. I was like, this is not the one.
This is not the one. Shall we have another ciggy?
I'll just have a vape.
I'm gonna have another ciggy.
So what we were going to talk about? Strange food combos.
Okay, so I'll tell you mine, right? Sweet chili or chili heat wave Doritos, right?
I'm a bit scared for this.
It's not that bad. Like, it is so unhealthy. Like, I mean, you weigh yourself before and after, and there's a difference of about 2 stone. Like, it's so unhealthy.
Oh, fuck.
So, like, I'll only ever eat it, like, once in a blue moon if I'm, like, really, really craving it. Sweet chili or chili since... chili heat wave Doritos and a tub of Philadelphia cheese.
See, I'm turning my nose up, but then I'm like, it's probably similar.
It is banging.com.
Would it be similar to sour cream and chive, like? In the sense that it's like a creamy...
Yeah. Like, I'm getting moist just thinking about it.
See, I'm getting moist thinking about chili heat wave Doritos and the sour cream and chive.
But, like, I am not joking when I say you need to weigh yourself before and after you eat it, because there's something stupid like 25 grams of fat in it.
Oh, fuck.
So, like, I'll eat it very rarely, but when I do, bitch,
I wish you could see this.
it is so...
This is why we need to start, like, recording this.
I know. It is so good.
My food combos, mine can be strange. Like, I used to be that teenager that loved, like, a wee McDonald's dipping your nuggets in your banana milkshake.
Oh, that's wrong.
Or your chips in your milkshake. Or your chips in your McFlurry.
That is rotten.
Oh, no. Yummy. Do you know what one of my weird ones is? See, when I'm going back to talking about a fry, but tomato sauce, and you have the egg, and see when the egg's really runny, the tomato sauce and the egg yolk mixed.
Ew, no.
With a bit of everything off the on your fork. It's so good. Honestly, so fucking good. I also like, why is it not in my head? There's just certain things like, I don't know.
I have another one. When we were younger, I got a chocolate fountain for Christmas, right? And me and my friend were like trying to find different things to like dip into the chocolate, and one of them was a potato, cheese and onion crisp. And I mean banging.com.co.uk/I'm in love. It was so good. So the two of us literally sat there with a massive bag of cheese and onion crisps and just dipping it in the chocolate.
Oh my god. That actually reminds me, and we're going back to chili Doritos. So if anybody, birthday, Christmas, thinking of presents, or even if you just, like, in the way drag queens in America get tips, if you want to tip me, just bring me a bag of Doritos to a show. I would love it. Do you know chili Doritos? Do you know the small bags?
Yeah.
The single bags, the wee tiny ones? They taste different to the large bags.
I mean, I can't say I've ever noticed.
They taste different. I remember the exact first time I tried chili Doritos.
I literally have a bag of chili Doritos sitting in the house too.
I have a bag at my house too. I can't wait to go and slurp them up. But see, I can remember the first time I ever tried a chili Dorito.
Seriously?
I know the exact time and place. So it was like midday in America, but it was bedtime here. It must have been 10 or 11 at night. And it was when Barack Obama was being elected. Me and my mum were sitting watching it, and I tried them, and like it burned the gob off me. That's how I remember it. Barack Obama was being elected.
Stop it. In like 2008.
Yeah. But my favourite combo with chili Doritos, chocolate.
Really?
Like if you have like, do you know where you go to shop, get snacks, you buy chili Doritos, you buy a bar of chocolate together?
Yeah.
So strange, but so nice. Another one, do you remember in Ballywalter there used to be the strawberry picking farm?
I do.
My granny
Okay.
used to pick me up. So, like, I remember going with her and my granda, and we went and picked loads of strawberries and went back to her house. Cream and sugar.
No, that's a vibe.
I said this to my mum, and my mum was like, that is strange. But it's like, dip the strawberry in the cream and dip it in a bowl of sugar and eat it. Unreal.
We used to go, when we brought them back, we would like cut them up and we would put like yogurt over the top of it.
Oh, I love yogurt and strawberries. Sometimes for lunch, like I won't, like, do you know the way, like, typical British lunch is like sandwich?
Yeah.
I love just like getting blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and like bringing the strawberries into work, cut them up, and throw like an Unkin yogurt over it.
Do you know what is a banging breakfast?
Oh,
Granola, strawberries, and a yogurt.
yeah.
Literally.
Do you know what I used to love? I don't like it anymore for some reason. Like now whenever I last ate it, it kind of made me feel like sicky eating it. But then like overnight oats,
Nah.
like you put them in yogurt, mix them up, and like they soften overnight, and then you eat them.
I don't fuck with that because they're like soggy.
Soggy biscuit. I have a soggy biscuit.
Ew. Please don't, because I almost seen it. I almost seen your testicle. The shortness of your shorts right now should be a crime.
They're not that short.
Like, say if you went in public with them, you would get done for indecent exposure.
I wouldn't. I have shorter ones than that.
Say if you jump, I swear.
Have you any foods you want to try? I really want to try, like, I seen on TikTok today, and it was what my grandma made for my lunch today, and it was Japanese, and it was like daddy long legs. It was like a slab of meat, but I don't know if it was actually meat or if it was, I don't know what type of meat it was.
Yeah.
But it was like sushi, and she had like the wee clear like sushi maker, and it was like, do you know the way the sushi, is it like seaweed?
I think so, yeah.
Like, do you know the like green stuff that sushi's wrapped in? It was like the slab of meat, and like she Japanese hot sauce or Japanese barbecue sauce, fried it in a pan, and like put it in this wee like sushi maker with the rice and all, and it looked banging. Like, it actually looked phenomenal. And
You're like flinching there as if there's something behind me.
the daddy long legs.
Okay.
And I really looked at it and I was like, that is something I want to try. Like, but do you know the way, like, over here, you get Indian, you get Chinese, you get Japanese, you get all that food. But because I work with a lot of people that are from abroad, they say that's not the way we do it.
Yeah.
So I actually want to try
Like genuine.
their genuine, how they make it at home. Like, some of the Filipinos I work with, they would make like their home dishes and bring it into work. So one of the girls was leaving the ward, and one of them brought in a mango float.
What's the mango?
It's
float?
like digestive biscuits. It's mangoes. It's like a creamy like consistency on the top, and it is, I have to say, like, if that isn't my favorite dessert,
Yeah.
I don't know what is. It was fucking banging.
Mm.
So good. And like, there's just so many foods that they make and bring in, and like their homemade like chow mein and all, like, oh, so
Yeah.
good.
I mean, as far as like trying foods, there's so many foods I want to try, but like the fear in me stops me. Like, there's been times where like my sister's been like, "Oh, do you want to try this?" And I'll be like, "Yeah," I'll be really excited to try it, and then it gets set down in front of me, and I want to cry. Like, I don't know what it is. It's such a weird experience for me.
I understand that though. Wow. But yeah, there's just so many foods I want to try. I've tried sushi, I didn't like it. Like proper, like not proper sushi, but like someone came into work one day with this big tray of sushi, and it was like fishy. Like, it was weird, and
Yeah.
I like literally my eyes were watering. It was like that weird, like I just couldn't vibe with it. But that sushi that woman was making on TikTok today, that looked banging.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, like Japanese barbecue sauce, the bit of meat and the rice
Yeah.
and the seaweed. It's probably not even seaweed, and I'm gonna get cancelled.
I think it is seaweed though. It's like I want to say like it's like a kelp maybe.
Kelp maybe. I don't know.
Anyway,
But yeah,
But-
that's food.
before we like end, I want to just remember the week. I don't know what week it was, but we were talking about our most embarrassing moment.
Oh God.
Is after we had recorded it, and I went and I sat away for a while. I remembered another one, and it's probably like. I'm really scared to say it because people are going to roast me so hard. It's actually really, really embarrassing. So, do you know when like you're in primary school, you go on like trips to the opera house to see the pantomime? When we went, they always put the radio on for us. And Journey's Don't Stop Believing came on, right? Do that song, Don't Stop
Believing.
So I was sat on the aisle seat, and the girl behind me, not behind me, beside me, tapped the girl in front of me and was like, "Oh my God, so and so Journey's on," and I turned to her and I go, I can't say it, oh my God. I turned to her and I went, it's not Journey, it's Don't Stop Believing by the cast of Glee. And I swear, I must think about that about 10 times a day and think, what were you thinking? Honestly, if that girl is listening to this right now, I am sorry. Because like I was like, it's not Journey, it's the cast of Glee. Like I was so rude about it too.
I'm scared to say this, but I've never watched Glee.
It's so good. It's absolutely mad.
I've never watched it. And so many of these people are going to be messaging me that are listening, going, "You've never watched Glee?"
The funniest thing in it, there's this really stupid girl. It's really weird. At the end, it turns out she's like a mathematical genius, which makes no fucking sense. Like test her and all, and they're like, "What's like the square root of 5,700,000?" And she just goes, "I don't know, 6," and she gets it right. Insane. But anyway, she comes into like the class one day, and she's like, I'm having a baby, and the guy that she's with is like a paraplegic and like can't have kids, like his legs don't work, and he's like, "What?" And their teacher is just all like, "What? Like, how are you having a baby?" And she's like, "Oh, well, a stork just started building its nest outside my window, and everybody knows that's what happens when you get a baby. So I'm just waiting for the stork to bring me my baby." And this girl is like a senior in high school. Like, it's absolutely insane, some of the storylines. But like, if you do, like, I do recommend you watch it because it is extremely funny. And it's very musical and stuff as well.
There's a lot to get through.
6 seasons.
That's a lot.
I would watch it. It is very funny.
Well, that's food.
My embarrassing story that shall never be spoken of again.
I'm going to roast you for it.
Please don't, because I'm so... It's so embarrassing. Right, I guess we'll wrap it up here then.
We'll wrap it up here. But if you ever are coming to a drag show that we're performing at and you want to deliver chili Doritos, feel free. I'll not say no, as long as the bag's closed. I'm one of those people with food too. See, if the bag's been open for more than like that day, I won't eat it.
Really? That's like me. I can't drink. Say if I open like a tin of Coke or a tin of Pepsi or something, if I set it down and leave it sitting for more than like an hour, I won't drink it. But that is because...
Unless I'm drunk or hungover, I'll be like...
No, because I can't drink out of like a bottle or something that I can't see into.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, there was builders at my house and they left a can of Red Bull sitting and I lifted it. And I was like, "Oh, I want to try this." I was like 6 or 7. I was like, "I want to try Red Bull." No.
I want to try Red Bull. No.
But I went to drink it because it was full. It was like half full, and it was full of wasps. There were slugs in it, and it like they went in my mouth. And ever since then, like, see if I can't go into the fridge and drink an orange juice like out of the carton. Like, I have to put it in a glass so I can see like it's like
fine.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to bring slug-filled Red Bull for Ray, please do.
If you do, I will literally go up to the dressing room in Union Street and throw myself out the window.
I love that window. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. We'll see you in the next episode.
Ooh. Bye.
Bye-bye.